Now, net debt is the sum of interest-bearing liabilities, borrowings, if you like, the money we borrow to pay for all this stuff, and it incurs interest. Net debt is that total less the financial assets that the government has on our behalf, cash, deposits, investments and loans, etc. So Treasurer Chalmers talk about net debt, not gross debt, and talking about splashing money around. Can anyone seriously agree that families earning up to $530,000 should get a 90% childcare subsidy for their first child? That was announced tonight. Taxpayers paying families for 26 weeks of paid parental leave. $600 million a year. That'd be fine. But we're in debt up to our eyeballs. $2.5 billion for aged care won't even touch the sides of the aged care problem. Cop this, $54.3 million in electric car discounts. Look out. This is what is going to happen here. You can get an interest-free loan in Victoria if you want to put solar panels on your roof, taxpayers' money. You can get $1,000 if you install solar hot water, taxpayers' money. You can get $3,000 for a solar battery, taxpayers' money. Buy an electric vehicle in Victoria, upfront grant of $3,000, taxpayers' money. Same in New South Wales. You watch, it won't stop there. Labor will go down the Norway route. Tax the normal vehicle by about $23,000, but if you drive an electric vehicle, there'll be no road tolls, no taxes, free parking, the use of bus lanes. Here we go again. Taxpayers' money will subsidise anything green, and it has tonight. But we're swimming in debt. Dr. Chalmers boasted tonight that there'll be a $40 billion or $40 billion in new borrowings to cover election promises, but then boasted it was affordable because of an improvement in the budget bottom line. The deficit for this year will come in. This is pretty simple to understand. Stay with me. The deficit for this year will come in at about $40 billion, compared with $78 billion forecast by Josh Frydenberg in March. Now, there's always an however. This government and plenty in the opposition hate fossil fuels. The budget deficit's been slashed because of record company tax collections of around $126 billion, driven by our highest ever resources and energy exports of $421 billion, led by the condemned to death fossil fuels, coal, oil and gas. In this financial year, that ends next June, the golden eggs keep being laid by coal and oil and gas. Won't go on forever because they're being demonised. Exports this financial year, $450 billion. The demonised coal export revenues, $120 billion. I mean, forget the budget tonight. Our economy is reaching a tipping point with this campaign against fossil fuels. Albanese, Bowen and co want to kill off this economic lifeline. What's worse, they ignore the consequences. Coal is the biggest single revenue earner in New South Wales. Perrottet and Keene country, $22.6 billion in exports, $4 billion in royalties. Now, listen, make no mistake, fossil fuel revenue underpins this budget tonight and several state budgets. Take the revenue away and forget the fancy language. This is what they aim to do. You then have what I have called for years, a national economic suicide note.